Hey everyone, welcome back to Hermione's Toy Box. I've got a quick fun video for you today, something to perk you up hopefully and bring a little happiness. I can't go wrong with Sesame Street Muppets and other characters. I guess we can't just say Muppets this time. This is wave 3 of their reaction series from Super 7 for Sesame Street. We've got some heavy hitters in here and some kind of niche favorites and kind of a deep cut for a lot of people, but if you're an old school Sesame Street fan like myself, I think you understand how important the inclusion of Mr. Hooper is. Really awesome that they're adding the humans in. I hope this is not the last one we'll see, but I love that he's the first. I got these a while back. I've actually been sitting on them a while because life happens when you're a teacher and a dad and a husband and all these other things. And I actually got this from Big Bad Toy Store, who usually does a fantastic job getting things shipped to you pristine. My Super Grover here showed up a little worse for wear. You know, I saved the card backs, but I'm not a Minton card collector. They actually refunded the cost of him to me, so I essentially got him for free. You know, we'll use that store credit for something else. You know, probably Masters Origins or something else. But we've got Super Grover in this wave, as well as Mr. Hooper. We've already talked about a little bit. I also have Sherlock Hemlock, the sleuthing detective Muppet, also from Sesame Street's great older bits. I don't know if he still gets used at all anymore. And of course, you can't go wrong with Big Bird. Gotta have Big Bird. Although I and a few other people online have remarked, yes, he's probably shorter than he should be, which, you know, for being reaction, for being scaled the way they are, Chewbacca in vintage Star Wars was not as tall as he was supposed to be. I'm willing to allow for it. And actually, by the way, if you read the classic original Lando Calrissian trilogy, there is a character that's described to be essentially Big Bird in one of those books. Check it out. I can't remember which of the three it is, but it's fantastic. And Voofy Ra, whatever the robot is, great character. Hoping that the Lando Calrissian movie that's supposed to be coming pulls a little bit, some ideas from those fantastic old vintage Star Wars books before the expanded universe was the thing that most of us know it as. Love it or hate it. But anyway, yeah, Big Bird here. One thing else I would say, he does have a birdseed milkshake, which is a nice deep cut. I would have preferred, and I feel like it was kind of a miss to not include Radar, his teddy bear. Super 7, what the heck? Radar should definitely have made the cut sooner than the birdseed milkshake. Just saying. Really hoping a Snuffleupagus joins us eventually. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to take a quick look at these. I'm not going to spend a ton of time, and the shelf on which my others had some trouble. I actually had a shelf collapse in the middle of the night a couple weeks ago and nearly took out, actually Guy Smiley was the only one that fell off the shelf. Even his bread remained, but I did not bring those out because I'm kind of in the process of cleaning that up. So because Super Grover is in kind of a situation here, we're going to open him first. You know, trying to maintain some of the artwork, but hello everybody! Sorry, I don't have quite the pep I should probably have to do Grover justice here. Grover is one of my favorite Sesame Street Muppets. I do love that they went with Super Grover, and I love that it's the vintage original version of Super Grover. He looks a little different now. He's got the vinyl cape, perfect color for it. Really love that. The helmet does not. No, wait, maybe it does. I take it back. It does. It does. Of course, you got, okay, so it just actually pegs right on. Great, you can get that out. That's great. I love that you can do that. That's fantastic. So there's Super Grover. Minimal, you know, and you know, the legs being like articulated here, I get it. Muppets are not designed to be especially posable at this point, especially with this kind of scale. But man, he looks exactly the way you need him to, doesn't he? I mean, look at that. That's Super Grover. I love him. He's adorable. Still maintain the monster at the end of this book is one of the greatest novels ever written. Not novel, you know what I mean. Greatest books ever written. So there you have Super Grover. Love that he made the cut here. Oh gosh, ooh, ee, oh, let's go ahead with Sherlock Hemlock. Another one I'm super glad they've made. I was kind of hoping we'd get Forgetful Jones before we got him, but I do love Sherlock Hemlock. I'm hoping for like the Amazing Mumford too. Let me know in the comments if you're hoping for any more characters or any other deep cuts or any other even current Sesame Street characters that you'd like to see. Anything at all. Talk to me. All right, let's have some fun together here. And here we go. Sherlock Hemlock. He's got a great little, houndstooth looking jacket. Very cool. He's got a magnifying glass we'll get to. Just like the texture on the hair and everything. And even, not so much the Muppet skin, for some of them. The furry ones, yes. But the joints are nice and tight too. Well, the legs, I will say the legs are a little bit, and these are like the old, I always thought the way Star Wars figures with the robes, I kind of liked the way it worked. I don't know, it was what it was, They found other ways to do it where they're just flaps. I like this better. At least they can kind of get some posability out of it. This always reminds me of the mail-away Anakin Skywalker. I had 2 of them. I still have 2 of them. One of them, his head got brushed against some cement because I decided I needed to be able to tell them apart. I don't know, but his legs in particular always reminded me of celery stalks. Go look at your vintage Anakin Skywalker. Vintage too, not like prequel vintage, okay? Because I get the prequels are technically vintage now, aren't they? Oh my gosh, we're all getting old. We're all getting old and maybe not wiser. At least about half of us aren't. But there we go. Okay, so I'm digging him. Let me get his little magnifying glass out. Wow. Okay, that was almost a mess. So it's not. Does not actually magnify. Well, does it? I don't know. It actually kind of does magnify a little bit, or at least it's got something to it where it kind of makes it look like it could. Give me some print. Give me some print. Give me some small print too. It kind of does magnify a little bit. That's pretty fun. I like that. All right, let's give him, they show it in his left hand on the card, so we'll put it in his left hand. There we go, Sherlock Hemlock with his magnifying glass. Very cool, very cool. I dig it. Looks like Grammy Mocha. Grammy, you use your magnifying glass because she's going blind. All right, that's really awesome. I feel like these are both kind of important ones coming up here. What am I doing? And so I'm gonna go with let's go with Big Bird. All right, let's go ahead and get him out. Big Bird. I gotta say, don't watch a lot of Sesame Street, really, just because I'm usually not around for it when it's on. I don't even know when it's on anymore. But I don't love the new Big Bird voice. I'm very let down by the current Big Bird voice and also the current Kermit the Frog. They both sound a little derpy, and no offense to the amazing performers that are in there. Oh, I forgot about his tails. Tails are well done. I do like this is a more well-known version. And no, I know there's like earlier versions of like characters and like the earlier. So you get a little swivel there. The orange Oscar. I haven't found him. I wouldn't mind having him, or even the translucent Cookie Monster. I think it's kind of cool. If I found him for a decent price, I'd get him, but I'm not going crazy. I just love Big Bird. But Big Bird sounded more like this back in the day. And now he's a little more silly sounding, and same with Kermit. Kermit had a very interesting voice, and no, he's a little more, they're both a little dirt. I don't know, am I wrong? Let me know, what do you think? What's going on there? I don't know I know we don't have the original performers, of course. It's been ages since Jim's been around, but even Carol Spinney's been gone a while now. So there's the birdseed milkshake, which I don't hate that we have a birdseed milkshake. I just wish birdseed milkshake was Radar instead. I don't know. I do love this figure though. This is fantastic having this Big Bird. This, like, if you're gonna make a set of 4, you gotta have Cookie, Big Bird, Bert and Ernie. Now I know a lot of you are probably a little bit younger and you're Elmo fans, and I like Elmo, but geez, my generation, this was where it was. Everybody hanging out at Mr. Hooper's store, and I think Mr. Hooper's store is still a thing, but man, Mr. Hooper passed away. Like, the actor who played him, and I forgive me for not remembering his name right now, but Mr. Hooper passed away in real life, and they didn't just pass it off or recast him like they had to do with Mr. Noodle, Elmo's imaginary friend, because most people don't kill off their imaginary friends. Present, post of the show excluded. But we could talk about that when we wanted to get into toy therapy. Mr. Hooper. You know, they didn't dumb it down for kids. They didn't, make it a big secret. They dealt with it, and that's why, come on, why Sesame Street's great. That's because they talk to the kids like they're human beings. I tell my students all the time, you are a human being in my class first, and an English student next. I mean, none of them are actually English, I don't think. I don't think any of them are from England. I got one from Mongolia, one from Germany, many from south of the border. These tight joints. I love this. I love having Mr. Hooper as an action figure. This, I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Now, Mr. Hooper should still be shorter than Big Bird, and he is. All right, he's got a broom, because of course he does. Mr. Hooper has a broom. And let's give him his broom. It's maybe not as big as I would have liked the broom to be. I don't know, I feel like it should be taller. Does the job. You reuse this broom if you give us the witch who runs the cookie tree. And Cookie Monster and the Cookie Tree, which is another fantastic golden book. All right, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy that these exist, that we have this particular set. This might not be the cleanest, most flashy video, but it's what you get. Hey, everybody take care of each other out there, all right? And I'll see you on Sesame Street.